you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be doing. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Ravens at 5-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fighting him off. He'll get this to about the 38. You look at this Bronco defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
It was really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready? Ready, shot. No, we changed it. Middle. 13. Middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore.
This is taken at about the 14.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Go. All Returned it.
Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That is caught by Vele. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
To throw is Nix. And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the...
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That one goes for 8 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yo.
Jackson.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Nix. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no goal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
Yeah, he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big gain. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Forward. Set up.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Gets around him.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Right shot.
Now Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
On the option right is Jackson.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll go down at the 28.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This will be fielded at the 17. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.